Hey, hey there. So, um, David here, and my little message today is maybe not that upbeat. I think I have a not so upbeat message today. I don't know. Um, you know, working with uh, addicts and alcoholics is not very. It's not glamorous. It's not. Well, sometimes it's disheartening actually, and I made a little note. I mean, the question is why why do so few actually recover? You know, and even when I sit with intelligent men and women and tell them the prognosis is not good, that over the years and statistics are very clear that once we've crossed the line into addiction and alcoholism, that the success ratio is really poor. And so what troubles me a bit today is that when I've worked with fellas for a while, and they absolutely know that their chances are not good, and that they've agreed wholeheartedly that the only possible recovery is through a spiritual method, um, and I mean, that's not for everybody. I'm talking about guys who have actually got there, though, who've said, I get it. I understand. I know, who have lost a lots in their lives, and they're clear. And then for some reason, they turn away. And often what happens is that, their conditioning has told them that other things are more important and other things appear. And whether sometimes it's a relationship, whether it's what the kind of the pull to be with somebody takes them away, and they're like and the recovery process drops way down the priority list. The next thing you know, the relationship is over, and they're back out, and it just so it's interesting. It's anyway. I still haven't mastered kind of letting go of this whole thing. I still haven't got to a place where I'm like, okay, no problem. And so I guess in a way, I guess I'm still judging, that I don't know what your path is or anybody's path is really. And my job is just offer this path of you know in the area of recovery. I mean, all of us have addictions. All of us, at one level or another, are troubled. And I was talking with a lady last night in depth about being addicted to judgment, to ideas, to the idea that things aren't for us. And I guess I have to look at that. I mean, if a fellow doesn't make it, and he dies, and somehow that's got to be for him. And it doesn't seem that way, but somehow that's got to be for him. And I just have to recognize that. It's not my business to imagine that it should be this way or that. So my job is just to open the door and to, work with people that want to come through that door at whatever level that they want to come through. So, but I was feeling a little sad this morning because, I watch guys get so close and then they get pulled away by the clamors of life. I must go to work, or I must, and this all seems so legitimate until, you know, um, you know, things fall apart. And then they're like, Jesus, I don't know what happened. Well, when we're in the grips of addiction, we really have to recognize that our own powerlessness. Um, and how do we let go? When we really get that we're powerless, um, and I mean, lots of people can comment on that if they want, but unless they've been there and they've really felt you know, the 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 depths of that powerlessness, they really don't know what I'm talking about. But sometimes we forget. So then we're like, oh, I think I got this, and Uh, the road to recovery, boys, oh boys, it can be a heck of a path. It really can. It really can. So, I guess my message is if you're in, stay in. Get it. Get in the middle of the pack and just stay as involved as you possibly can, because we get picked off and by desires, by pride, by fear, and it seems so real. Okay, that's my little message for today. You know, um, if you're in, stay. Wait for the miracle. Life will be amazing. Life can be amazing. Life is amazing. All right, April 13th. Thought for the day. Having found my way into this new world by the grace of God and the help of the 12 steps, am I going to take that first drink when I know that just one drink will change my whole world? Am I deliberately going back to the suffering of that alcoholic world, or am I going to hang on to the happiness of this sober life? Is there any doubt about the answer? Well, you would think not, but you would think not. And with God's help, am I going to hang on to the 12 steps with both hands? And that's that is the deal. Yes, yes, yes. I just lost my thing. There we go. Hello, hello, hello. There we go. So, meditation for the day. I will try to make the world better and happier by my presence in it. I'll try to help other people find the way God wants them to live. I'll try to be on the side of good. I'll try to be on the side of good, in the stream of righteousness, when all things work for good, where all things work for good. I will do my duty persistently and faithfully, not sparing myself. I will be gentle with all people. I will try to see the other person's difficulty and help him to correct it. I will always pray to God or act as interpreter between me and the other person. I will always pray to God to act as an interpreter between me and the other person. Prayer for the day. I pray that I may live in the spirit of prayer. I pray that I may depend on God for the strength I need to help me to do my part in making the world a better place. That's from our little book, 24-Hour Day book. And, my message here is just, that the answers to our questions are inside, not out. The answers to our questions are inside, not out. It isn't, our peace of mind isn't dependent on how much money we have in the bank or anything outside of us. What kind of car we have, whether or not we take a trip. None of it. It's all an inside job. Okay, you guys, we're just going to sit for a couple of minutes. It's a bit of a quick time together today, and I guess I'm a little affected. I am a little affected. I tell you the story. One of my guys, very, very new in sobriety, is going to go off to work, in the frozen north, going to the fort. And it's not my business whether he's ready or not, but my opinion is that he's not. And so I'm feeling sad because the grip is so hard on him. I gotta work. And anyway, I've seen many go, do that and not come back. They just, it's so crazy. It's hard to describe. Okay, love you guys. We're gonna have a quick sit. Just a quick sit. Just close your eyes. We're gonna drop inside. Yes, just be quiet, be still. Just find that space inside where the stillness is. Let the thoughts go. I'm going to do the same. Okay. I encourage you to do that on a daily basis. Just drop in, even for longer, often for longer. Okay, love you guys. Thanks for your time.